So this is the card on the bottom of the deck. But anyway, moving on. Eight of Air. Now, this card represents anxiety a lot of times, right? Anxiety can be produced when we doubt ourselves, we doubt our experience, we doubt our journey, we doubt the information that's coming into us. Anxiety is as much a mental discipline for some people, as much a mental discipline for some people as anything. Although there can be real biological basis of anxiety. So I don't want to undercut that. That's not just PTSD, but there's other things that are in that. However, the wording right here says illusion of being trapped. So sometimes we may feel more anxiety in a situation that is possibly warranted because of how we talk to ourselves, or because we don't necessarily see the exits or the options in a situation. Now, I am curious here and do want to look at the rest of the cards and see how they play out. And this may be more clear what exactly the significance is of that anxiety card that's coming out here. But it can be about a fear of doing something. Sometimes we overthink something. And that's a key point to add as well. This is not a water card of emotion. This is an air card of thinking and thought. So maybe we're not quite as stuck as we seem to think we are here. Again, we'll see how it plays out. King of Water. This is about emotions. This is somebody who is an emotional person, very loving, very warm, could be a father figure to you, could be you yourself. Sometimes, depending, the person may or may not be open of heart to the people around them. Like sometimes they may love people very deeply, but they have a hard time expressing it. Right. This can be somebody who is benevolent to you. Could be an employer, a boss, somebody like that looks upon you as a son or a daughter. This could be, again, it could be you. It could be a situation just that you're in a place where you really have a love for the work that you do, a love for your life, your situation. This is emotions and spirituality. So it could be that you're experiencing spirituality in your workplace, but also that you are not a student of learning or somebody who's learning how to apply what they've learned, but that you have a mastery over whatever this is pertaining to for you. For some, this reading is going to be about your marriage, could be about your partnership with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other. It could be business, whatever. Because, again, this is a general reading. When I do these general readings, it has more to do with what's the general environment. What's the energy for the bulk of the Aries that are going to be watching this, right? Crossing you, meaning an influence that's coming in, is Knight of Earth. Oh, I'm sorry. King of Water could be pertaining to Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, right? So in your environment, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, or it could represent yourself or the situation. Now, the Knight of Earth, although not the fastest moving energy, you'll see that the horse is at a standstill. This is someone who is learning how to apply their knowledge about material things, right? Earth sign could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person, possibly younger than you if you relate to King or Queen energy yourself, or you could be the Knight if you're kind of a younger person who's kind of you've studied a lot and now you're applying it, like you're in your 20s, say. This is someone who is, according to these keynotes, time to buckle down and get things done, honor your commitments, and a guardian angel. Right? When I see the Knight of Earth in a reading, a lot of times it really does mean you're kind of surveying your situation and trying to find out how you can best apply your talents and your skills. How can you make it happen? Like if you want to start up a business, this is the part where you're doing the research and filling out the forms and doing all the kind of stuff that you need to do to get started. Right? Whatever that is for you, right? Oh, okay. Crowning you, we see the Queen of Air. Now, air is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person. Doesn't have to be a specific female. Again, kings, queens, knights, and pages, those could be either sex. It just depends on the energy of the person. But this is a logical person. This is something that's on your mind. This is kind of about the logic of the situation. For some, it could be cutting something out that doesn't benefit you. Maybe not. Could be an idea that you're having that you want to bring into some kind of an action. But also could be about transportation, travel, internet, communication, any of these kinds of energy. Clearing things that don't serve you, right? Now, the Queen of Air, when she's out of balance or reversed, the Queen of Air can be somebody who's caustic and bitchy. In the upright position, she may seem aloof or cold, but it's not because of a lack of interest. It's just more that they're more mental. They're not gushing over with sentimentality, and sometimes they feel uncomfortable when somebody else is gushy and all the rest of that. But if you are, say this is a business situation, it could be that you are thinking about how you can master some intellectual concept that you have, like a project. And you're thinking about not just the details of it, but the idea behind it. This may be the ideas piece. I feel like I'm really putting that very badly. But this is when you actually perform and do the detailed work, the jots and tittles, as a former supervisor used to say. This is you, again, filling out the forms, crossing the T's and dotting the I's, and doing the busy work that it needs to take. And this is the phase where it is. On the other hand, you know where you're going. The Queen of Air is where you're going from the Knight of Air, if these are situations and not human beings. You have in mind this thing you're trying to manifest. Almost like, okay, here's what happened just now. When I was looking at this, I was thinking, okay, you're doing the grunt work to turn this still horse into a galloping unicorn. Because the Queen of Air is the galloping unicorn and the Knight of Earth is the standing still horse. Who needs a barrette? Does that make sense? That's very metaphorical, and it may seem super duper vague, and I really apologize. I'm not trying to be vague. That's the honest truth. But again, it's general. So there's so much stuff that's coming in right now that it's hard for me to nail it down to any one specific point. Now, beneath you, we have the Strength card, the 11. 11 is one of my favorite numbers. But 11 is like 1. It's like the self elevated to a higher, more spiritual level. That's the point behind 1111, right? It's really about... That's my cat. Sorry, he's hungry. Not yet. Receiving spiritual downloads, right? Strength is about strength of character, internal strength. Although there is a big beast here and so on, but we also have doves, and doves are symbolic of peace. We've got rainbows of hope and change in the background, right? We have an earth over here. It's kind of about mastery over the physical and material planes, and using your strength of character to override and minimize some of the effects of the tedium that come with having to do your Knight of Earth work. Your jots and tittles. It's like recognizing the balance between the two of those things. You got to do both to make it happen very clearly. I'm a therapist by trade, and one of the things that makes me crazy is that a lot of times I'm Queen of Air, or I'm Queen of Cups, or I'm something in that role, or King of Water, or whatever you want to say. But I have to do the busy work, paperwork. I got to get the insurance authorizations. That's the earth stuff that I'm thinking about. Whereas what I really like doing is that communication with other people, whipping out ideas, helping them process their emotions. It's a balancing act of all these different suits, earth, air, water, fire, whatever that is, right? Balancing act. Now, behind you, we have this Two of Fire. Oh, careful, kitty. He's on my lap, precariously a little. Woo, don't scrape me. We have the Two of Fire. You've come into your own new partnerships or contracts and continuing to move forward. Two of fire, a lot of times you see what, oh, don't fall down. You see what looks like two wands in the ground, which kind of looks like a doorway, a path, a portal. Two people coming together to take a passionate idea, some kind of a business idea, a passionate pursuit, and to manifest it in a material way. You're coming together. You had your ideas. You had your brainstorm with your business partner, your project manager. Maybe you are one. It's the financial piece. You've got your team come together. They have an idea. And then you're doing the busy work, even while you're keeping your eye on the prize. Or rather on the goal that you're trying to attain, right? So that's your recent past. And then it comes into this King of Water energy I want to revisit, because this is the current energy crossed by the jots and tittles. But again, it's about love, right? It's about love. It's about feeling a spiritual connection with the work that you're doing. Spiritual connection with the work that you're doing. Work is not just work to Aries. Work is life pursuit. It's meaning. Your work is meaning for you. You can't just sit there and spend. You guys are not happy when you're unemployed. You have to have a place to, I want to say shoot your fire. That sounds really creepy though. But you get what I mean, right? You got to have a place where you can direct your fire into something. Channel that energy into something that you can see. You know, you want to build something and you want to stand back and feel good about what it looks like when it's done. And then you want to move forward into your next project. You want to build and expand on that yet. You're like kids with Legos and you just can't stop. You're addicted. All right. In the immediate future, we have King of Air, which King of Air. Here we got this air sign again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What it is that you're hoping to do, you're going to achieve. You're going to manifest. Right? Now, these are intellectual. This card is advising, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. We have here the bringing together of this. This is what's on your mind, what you're thinking about, and this is what's going to happen in your future. So this project that you're trying to manifest, you will do it. And it will be beautiful. And look, it's walking out in front of all the other ideas, symbolically, right? All the other projects and everything, it's standing in the front. It is noticeable. In fact, it's dwarfing the other ones because it's that great. Your horse is now a unicorn, if I want to extend that metaphor again, right? Where were we here? Yeah. Your horse has become a white unicorn. Now, for some of you, if this is kind of a relationship thing, because this is another storyline, would be that you met somebody and had a passion, but I don't, even though it's to a fire, I feel like it's almost an intellectual passion though first, and that took some time. But this is kind of that idea of having feelings for that person. And that person may very well be, see, Knight of Earth is kind of where you want to build something substantial with that person. Like if you're a single Aries, it's kind of like you had an intellectual passion for somebody, but you've developed it into love, and now you want to move in together, or you want to become official boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Like you want to make at least the monogamy commitment, if not the marriage commitment. And again, King of Air, don't be put off that we have a king here in the future, if that's not the sex of your partner or your new relationship, right? But it could simply be just that we have the Queen of Air and the King of Air. It could be because this thing here, there was a meeting of the minds, a common goal, a passion for sure. But there's very much so, I feel like, for these relationship people out there, I feel like this is a meeting of the minds. Big time. Like you guys are not only going to have fun in bed with the passion of the Two of Fire, but you guys are going to be an intellectual match for each other. And you, on your horse here, could be exactly what she was hoping to manifest. So how cool is that? It's almost like you're someone else's dream come true. So how cool is that? So congratulations, singles. I shouldn't call you single. Get out of my plant. No. My cat loves to eat this stupid plant. Like, really? I mean, I feed you. Really, I do. It's really hard to get mad at him, though. I mean, like, I don't think I've ever been mad at him. But, like, get the fuck out of my plant, dude. All right. So the card representing you is the Queen of Earth. Again, if the sex doesn't match, don't worry about it. This is this energy here. To me, it seems like a mastery over the basic foundational pieces. Making time for the people that you care about. Especially with this new start that you're trying to do. This is a practical person, but they also are kind of earthy in a sense, you know. May or may not have a lot of hang-ups. I'm not feeling a lot of hang-ups from this Queen of Earth, right? I'm really not. But this is you in a sense, or this could be your person, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. With a good deal of air type qualities, energies, or air sign in her chart, his chart. Again, this is somebody who makes sense on multiple levels. Like, you guys have a passion for each other, and also it's passionate, it's earthy, it's fun. There's a practicality here. It's not like you're a person who's you're grounded in your material, but so is he or she. I feel like the person I'm talking to, the Queen of Earth is the person that you're interested in. Excuse me, interested in dating or being with. And that this Earth sign female is somebody you really can build a good home life with this person, because she's a really good match for you. Now, I do want to go back to the other story too, right? Because again, I think there's like at least two subgroups going on here. For the business people, this Queen of Earth here, being you, is about getting this done and being good at it. Getting this stuff done. Again, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. This is an influence you have to do, but you're also very good at it. You're an Aries, you're a fire sign, but you also have a great deal of practicality about you, and you can manifest and do things well in that way. There is a sense here, too, of release, right? Release of possibly toxic, even addictive type situations, or ridding yourself of things that are no longer beneficial for you. For those of you for whom this is a romantic situation, it may be that you've got to release somebody that wasn't a very serious relationship to begin with. I don't feel like it's a big divorce or a major move. I feel like this may be somebody who's in their 20s or early 30s for that, and that they need to release kind of a girlfriend that's more, I don't want to say casual, because I don't mean it like that, but somebody who's not such a good fit, because this is coming in. That's a much better fit for you. It's a balance, right? For you business endeavor types, releasing things that are not helpful for you. And this brings me back to our 8 of Air anxiety card, right? The illusion of being trapped that's noted on this card. Release your fear, because you don't have anything to fear. This is where your strength is from. This is a minor blip on the radar, though. Strength is beneath you. I didn't mean that like it's not good enough for you, but I guess you could take it that way. I meant it in the position of the layout. It's beneath you, meaning it's something that your feet are standing on your strength right now. This 8 of Air, it's almost... Don't talk yourself into feeling anxiety either, because I don't think that's where you are in your core. I think there's self-doubt, sure. For those of you that are in the relationship with somebody else, or that want to start up this new relationship, it could be that you're feeling anxious to release the person that's been in your life, who may possibly be a Leo, because it is the strength card. But don't worry about that, right? The Leo is the sign of strength, and the sign of strength is indicative that whatever basis of your situation, it's grounded in strength. You are a strong person, that you can do this. Now, your fear, your hopes and fears. Ace of Fire is passion. Again, I'm looking at this Two of Fire over here. Your Ace of Fire is about the beginning of something that's new and passionate for you. For you business people, it could be this idea that you're working towards at your business. For you relationship people, this Ace of Fire is about having that passionate relationship with the person that feels intellectually such a match. You're attracted to her at the same time, or him, and also this person's practical in nature. Wait, this person's also practical in nature too. I feel like this is a very well-rounded individual. Very well-rounded. Again, I'm feeling feminine energy, but it doesn't have to be either. And I'm not trying to be heterosexist either. You guys could be a gay couple or a same-sex couple. It's all good. Because it's about the energy and how people come together in a symmetry of individuals. It's not so important one way or the other. Not how the energy plays. Nah, not at all. Now, I can't say for your family. But whatever. Okay. Now, there is a fear sometimes with passionate relationships, like we're going to lose ourselves into something like that, especially if you're feeling like you're falling in love with this person. So it could be that. But don't worry about it, because this final outcome here too is about the King of Air. So we have the Queen and the King of Air coming out here. Great partners, and both of them are logical. You're going to see how this relationship is logical for you. It makes sense on paper and in your passion and in your heart as well. We got King of Water, King of Air, Queen of Earth, Queen of Air. I'm not seeing the soulmate card on here per se, but I really am seeing a very good match between somebody. Somebody's, I don't know if this is relationship's going to last a lifetime, but it's certainly going to be awesome while it does. Let me know, guys, how that goes too. And then your final outcome card is the Six of Earth, and Six of Earth is about gifts. It's about balance between two people, two parties. Now, you business people, this may be more what you're reading here. Gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. So this business that you're doing, this venture, this is really being very helpful. Or it could represent, too, around the holidays, we tend to give. We tend to be more charitable with other people. When this Six of Earth comes up in a relationship way, it has to do with an even exchange, give and take between the two persons in the relationship. Again, I told you, the King and the Queen of Air together, I'm thinking of the figure 8. There's another word for that, luminous God, or I don't know how to say it. I've only seen it in type. But you get the idea. It's a balanced energy. A yin-yang. I'm seeing that here. But not like extremes in polar opposites. I'm seeing it as kind of like a match, almost like they're a mirror for each other. But yet different enough, they're still learning opportunities from one another. But it's peaceful, it's intellectually passionate, it's physically, sexually passionate, but it's also well-grounded in material. Strong person. And you are a strong person. Really, really great partnership for some of you. And again, when this is for you pertaining to the business end of things, this is about a give and take in your business situation and working together with the person that you signed the contract with to develop this project or idea, whatever that project or idea is for you, and being able to be generous as the result of this. Someone's being generous towards you, you're being generous towards other people, and it's all kind of coming together in a very well-balanced situation or circumstance.